Hello everyone, this is Defense Politics Asia, and this is a quick update over in Mexico. So this is the Mexico Civil War. I like to call it the Civil War because it just looks like a civil war to me. And basically what happened was that there's heavy fighting reported in the region of Sinaloa. And so if you still don't know what is happening, let me just tell you what happened. So on the Mexico elite troops arrested Ovidio Guzman El Raton Lopez, basically the son of El Chapo. So he's arrested in the early hours of Thursday, around which is basically yesterday, and by then and that happened in the town of Jesus Maria, and it was captured by the elite forces. And after that, this drug boss, or gang boss or mafia boss got flown to Mexico City, and this is reported by the Mexican Secretary of Defense. And so what I understood is that after the arrest, they brought him on a helicopter, flew him all the way to Mexico City, and after that he's now in high security prison. And this triggers is like you hit a hornet's nest, and this triggered an immediate retaliation by the mafia, the Sinaloa cartel, or the Cartel de Sinaloa, CDS in short. And what happened was that in their home city, at Culiacan, they actually blockaded the entire city. All the major roads going into the city is blockaded. You can see all these crosses. These are all the major strategic locations that they have blocked the city. All the major highways are all blocked, and then the Sinaloa cartel forces actually attacked the Mexican Air Force base in Culiacan Air Base or airport. There's a military base over here. This military base got attacked, and the cartel also attacked the international airport at Culiacan. What they did was that they actually fired at passenger aircraft, passenger planes that are trying to take off, and this actually went viral, where the people just freaking out in the airplane. Everybody just got to the ground, got to the floor of the airplane as the plane trying to take off. No casualties. The plane is safe, but this caused us the grounding of a lot of airplanes in the region. And not just that, there is heavy fighting reported in Culiacan. So after the blockade, the Mexican security forces actually entered Culiacan and tried to fight it out with all this cartel. The exact location of the fighting, other than these two at the airport, is pretty much unknown. None of the news seems to be reporting in detail in terms of where exactly in Culiacan the fighting is happening. But there are some footages coming out from Culiacan, which is like amazing. So you can actually go and search and check it out. So the fighting actually spills beyond just Culiacan city itself. The fighting is also reported in Los Mochis, in this place is called Guasave, as well as at Mazatlan or Mazatlan. Yeah, I think it's pronounced as Mazatlan. Yeah, because this is Mexican. So this is the quick update over in Mexico, and as you can see, this I created this new map, and I will ponder upon whether I want to cover more on the Mexican drug war, or what I like to call the Mexican Civil War, since the government don't really have control over the entire country. And just to introduce you guys to all the different major factions within this Mexican Civil War. Other than Mexico itself, the main country itself, we have the Tijuana cartel. Basically it's just off San Diego, south at based mainly in Tijuana. And then we have the star of the show, the Sinaloa cartel, which their home area is actually in Sinaloa state or province over here. and but they are one of the most powerful, if not the most powerful, cartel in Mexico currently, and they have control over a long stretch of the border with the United States. The location, the estimated location, this is actually coming from the US government actually. Then we have the Juarez cartel, which is actually based mainly in Ciudad Juarez, just off El Paso. So this is one of those places where a lot of outrageous things happened across the border to the United States. And then we have the Gulf cartel. So the Gulf cartel, basically called the Gulf cartel because they surround the entire Gulf of Mexico, and probably these are also the guys that have submarines to transport their drugs, if I'm not wrong. And then we have smaller groups, the La Familia Michoacana, or the LFM. So they control their home state of Michoacan, and then there is another group called the Beltran Leyva cartel, or the Beltran Leyva organization, PLO. So they control a huge territory of Guerrero, as well as it seems like they have control over, or at least they operate within the Mexico City itself. So take all these borders with a pinch of salt, because there are still police and military and government of the Mexico all everywhere, but they don't really have a total control. A lot of the places is actually heavily influenced and controlled by the cartels. And beyond that, we also have this group called the Popular Revolutionary Army. This is a pretty small group, between 100 to 1,000 people. These are basically the communists. They're the communist forces, and they are the enemy of the cartels as well. So they operate mainly within Guerrero state or region, so which is probably in the mountains, or when they are in the town, they're just another civilian wearing civilian clothes. Nobody would know, but pretty not very important, I guess. Largely, that's the overall picture. There are also, of course, smaller gangs, but these are the main ones. And these are the main ones that's operating and giving the Mexican military and the government their run for their money. So basically, just to sum up again, El Chapo's son El Raton got captured, sent to Mexico City in high security prison, and then his army start to retaliate. This is actually the second time he got arrested. Actually, the first time he got arrested, the cartel actually did similar things. They actually started sieging the entire city and causing a few deaths of civilians, and causing a lot of problems. And the president then gave up. He just let this kid, this El Raton, go. So but this time around they arrested him again. Looks like the Mexican government is going to fight it out. So anyway, this is the quick update over in Mexico, and I'll see you in the next update.